It's quite an isolated place. We're living up on top of the mountains. There's not much public transport here. The community in Blaenau is hard to explain. We're so fuel poverty, food poverty, deprived area, but everybody comes together and works together, and the feeling of community is amazing here.
A snapshot of Blaenau Ffestiniog, its strengths and its challenges.
Do you feel like you live in a deprived town?
Because I work as a wellbeing project worker, I see it. We see that all the shops closed and most of the people here are on some kind of benefits. There's not much work here. It's very seasonal work around this area, so you see the deprivation in the area, yeah.
Blaenau Ffestiniog is one of the most poorly connected towns in Wales. Access to transport, both public and private, is limited. Digital services like broadband aren't up to speed either. It puts this town and the people who call it home at a disadvantage.
But Blaenau is coming up with its own solutions. One of them, a community transport link funded by the Welsh Government. Electric cars and a van are getting people to work, delivering community food. And Nina even uses it to transport the netball team to matches.
There are those occasions when you could really do with some extra transport, just within the family, but also have used it for friends and to transport people in the community around to do things together. It doesn't matter if you can't drive and you've never driven and you don't have your own car, you still have access to a great form of transport that's community-based.
Transport is a big issue in Blaenau Ffestiniog. We have got the buses that go down to Porthmadog, but they're not very often, and they've cancelled the late ones, so people, when they work in Porthmadog, they can't find transport to come back up. The cars can help people go for interviews, and before long now we'll have a community driver, so he'll be able to take people all over the county and wherever they need to go, hospital appointments and everything.
And it's this type of grassroots connectivity which the Building Communities Trust says makes Blaenau stronger and better prepared to cope with economic shocks like pandemics or the cost of living crisis.
We've got a real issue with very many of areas in Wales that are identified as being disadvantaged as also being peripheral and away from the core centres of economic activity and opportunity. And it means that partly the effect of austerity, where services were centralised, if we get more cuts going forward, those areas are in danger of becoming even more isolated.
It's clear a Dref Werdd, the Green Town Hub, is part of the grassroots glue holding this community together. Everything from tackling food and energy poverty to Norma and her friend who've popped in this morning for housing advice.
Wouldn't go from here. I love the community, I love the people around here. Do you know what I mean? This is my home.
Would you describe Blaenau Ffestiniog as deprived?
Oh, no, not at all. No. I would say it's a very strong community, it's a very connected community. That's definitely something really positive to go forward into the future.
It's a very exciting community. Everybody gets along together, everybody helps each other out, so it's nice to work and live here in Blaenau, yeah.
It's never quite as simple as black or white, deprived or resilient. But then Blaenau is used to seeing life in all shades of grey. Carol Green, ITV News, Blaenau Ffestiniog.